Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here on Illy Energy. It's always a pleasure to have you. So, let's see what your energy is all about. As you guys know, this is for Gemini Sun, and it can apply to your moon, rising, Venus, your inner planets. If you are watching this as a Gemini Sun and you find that it does not resonate for you, perhaps you need to go and check out your other placements, okay? I am doing this reading based on current energy and just, seeing what messages want to come through for Gemini in the month of August. I was definitely going to say July because clearly I'm still stuck back there. Okay, so Gemini, let's see what messages are going to come through for you guys today. What messages does Gemini need to know? Okay, we have the Hermit. So either some Geminis are dealing with Virgos, or actually I don't want to give too much because I was going to say either some Geminis are dealing with Virgos or some Geminis are being asked to retreat, okay? We have the Six of Wands and we have the Death card. Virgo, oh, see, now I'm saying Virgo because I saw the Hermit and I said Virgo. Okay, Gemini, right off the bat, I feel like a lot of you are coming down. And when I say coming down, maybe a lot of you have been spending a lot of time out and around people. A lot of you have been doing like partying, or like, I know it's a pandemic, so there's nowhere to club, but people be having house parties and stuff like that. So a lot of you have just been spending a lot of time around people and are now either like exhausted or you come to a realization that you need to chill. You need to take some time for yourself. I feel like through your interactions with people, you've come to some sort of revelation that is not only causing you to withdraw, but it's also causing you to change. And it's a natural change. It's a natural evolution. Death is just a natural occurring thing that happens within our society. I feel like some sort of connection may have run its course. For those of you who are pursuing relationships, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Moon. And we have the Fool. Okay. For some of you who are pursuing relationships or in relationships, something has come to light that has either caused you or your partner to want to shift things, want to shake the table. And it's interesting because I'm getting a sense that something happened, but it's like nobody really knows exactly what happened, which to me can signal that there's some sort of like he said, she said, some sort of gossip that's going on. Somebody's either not being honest or holding back information. It could be you, Gemini, or it could be your partner. You could be dealing with a Pisces, or you could be dealing with somebody who has water placements or air placements. This person to me is not being honest. Somebody's not being honest. I don't know if the Knight of Swords is your person or it's you. There's definitely communication being had back and forth, but it kind of feels like the communication is not honest. The communication is not truthful. A lot of you feel that, if you withhold information, you're not necessarily lying, but omission is a lie, just to let you know. I haven't spoken on the Fool yet because I still want to get some clarity around the Fool. But it's like, we have the Four of Swords. I always say the Four of Swords is like the baby version of the Hermit. So I definitely feel like there's some sort of issue within a partnership that's going on, and there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of stress here, and it's like as soon as I started having to read this spread, it's like I started feeling stressed out as well. And it could be because I have Gemini placements, but yeah. All right, Gemini. Sorry, I really don't know what that is, but it's like I just got really heavy after. Okay? We have the Two of Cups. We have the Towers. Or we have the Two of Cups and we have the Tower. And we also have the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. So I'm going to just start talking about what I see here before I get into these cards. So, Gemini, I'm feeling like you guys are saying like it was all good a week ago. Like things were great. Things were fine. You were spending time and enjoying life and being around people who you care about. And then boom, all of a sudden you're being thrusted into some big change. And it's kind of, I want to say, like I did say that it's natural that this is happening. We have the Death card and we have the Tower. It's something that is supposed to happen. It's something that was meant to happen. There's no way that this circumstance that you're in could have been avoided, because this is exactly what is supposed to happen. Okay, somebody here is not being honest, somebody is not being truthful, and everything is coming crashing down around them. I was saying that it had something to do with the partnership because the Ten of Cups was here, and we also have the Two of Cups. So something between you and your partner is just not right. There's something that's not right in the applesauce, okay? On whose end? I don't know. It could be on your end. It could be on your end. Maybe you are not, seeing what it is that you thought that the things would be like. Maybe things have shifted. Things have changed. Maybe the person that you're with has changed. Maybe you are holding back. Maybe you're holding back something. I'm gonna figure out what exactly is being held back in a second. But somebody's holding something back, and it's causing everything to go to shits. I'm hearing that there's no trust. Trust is not here. And I can see that through the Eight of Cups, that trust is not here. Somebody is walking away. Again, I don't know why, Gemini, but I always feel like somebody's walking away from you. Like, it's never you walking away from somebody. It's somebody walking away from you. And it's mainly because you have to be the one that's holding the secrets. What are you being secretive about, Gemini? They just don't want to deal with you anymore. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Your person feels like you are being stingy, not only with your possessions, but with your time. And it's often leaving them feeling like they are not important. And I feel like I said this to you last month, Gemini. What is going on? What is going on, Gemini? We have the Eight of Swords. I feel like, okay, Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Lovers. I feel like this showed up the last time for you guys as well. This is your energy coming through right now. So here is the 411. So you guys are out here not being honest. Gemini, you're not being honest. In your partnership, you are not being honest. There is something that is going on, it's either you saw something or you heard something about your partner and it's making you move funny. But you're not being honest with this person and letting them know, like, hey, I heard something about you. So-and-so said this. So-and-so said they saw you here and it's not sitting right with me. Instead of using your throat chakra and coming in and expressing yourself and saying what is really on your mind, you are choosing to withdraw. You're choosing to move into, you know, your hermit position, and communication has slowed down, which has this person wondering, for a pentacles, like, why is it that all of a sudden you're being stingy with your time? Why is it all of a sudden now I'm calling you and I can't get an answer? You know, you usually pick up the phone as soon as I call. I know you have your phone on your hip. For pentacles, you be holding on to all of your shit. It's not like you just leave your phone any and anywhere. But you know why you're not engaging, and it's because you're trying to deal with what it is that you have been told. And you don't want to come forward and speak to your partner about it because you don't want to seem like emotional. Like, that's what I'm getting. Like, you don't want to seem like you care too much. You're probably, because the Lovers card showed up, I feel like this partnership is something that is very meaningful to you. You really do feel like you found somebody who you can authentically be yourself with, and you found somebody who really does genuinely care about you and is able to literally like flow into you and fill in the parts of you that you have not been able to fill, and you have been able to do that for them. But there's still a part of you that needs to keep up some sort of facade that, like, you are not a simp. I don't know why that's what I'm hearing, but there's a part of you that feels like you still need to have this sort of like tough guy exterior, and that is preventing you from coming to your partner and being vulnerable and saying what it is that is really on your mind, because you are actually hurt about whatever it is that you heard. Maybe you heard that they're out here trying to, you know, be with somebody else. Yeah. I think you heard maybe they're out here trying to be with somebody else, and that is what has you feeling like you need to withdraw. Maybe you heard that they're being unfaithful, or you have suspicions that they're being unfaithful, and maybe they've exhibited something in the past that has shown you that they're not afraid to walk away, which is further reinforcing the fact that you really do think that they're out here doing something. And that's why you're leaving them out in the cold. And you're being stingy with yourself and being all in your head. Is your partner being unfaithful though? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what is going on with your person. Because I know somebody is watching for Gemini, trying to figure out why Gemini is acting this way. And now you know Gemini don't trust you, baby. We have the 5 of Cups when speaking on your partner. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. I don't really think your partner wants to walk away, per se. I think your partner is extremely sad about what it is that is going on between you guys, because your partner viewed you as somebody who was good for them and good at keeping them grounded with the King of Pentacles, but they have accepted that this is just the way that things are. Your partner has likely been in situations where they have felt like they've always needed to vie for people's attention and vie for people's love, and constantly have to prove and explain themselves as to why they deserve to have love and why they deserve to be trusted. And they're just not really trying to do that anymore, and they've made the choice. Like, it's either they continue to sell themselves short to people or put themselves first. And this is an emotionless decision that they're making. Like, yeah, they're sad about the current state of what is going on between you guys, because they don't know why you're acting funny. So they're very sad about it. They didn't think this is how things were going to go, because they really thought that they had, like, you know, struck gold with you and really found somebody that, you know, is for them. But they've just come to accept that this is just the way that the world works. This is just life. You know, you can't have everything. And I think you viewing them, you seeing that they are just kind of not putting up a fight or wanting to put up a fight, is further confirming for you that, yeah, there's some sneaky ass shit that's going on with them. But it's not one of those. It is not one of those. They have just been through so many things, and they had to make a very, like, logical decision that they're just not going to continue to subject themselves to things like this. Okay? And if you, my dear Gemini, would get into your throat and exercise and say what is exactly on your mind and have a conversation like an adult, because I hope adults are watching this, because this is not for kids. But I would hope that as an adult, you would be able to go and speak to your partner and let your partner know exactly how it is that you feel, okay? I think a good way to bypass all of this unknown that you're dealing with is just ask your questions. Say what's on your mind. It's okay. I feel like I feel like I told Gemini this last month, is like, you want a relationship, but like you're not willing to be vulnerable. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords and the Fool. I think this is, this is for you guys. Again, it is time for you to make a change, okay? That's why you have all these changey cards showing up. Again, we have the Tower. It is time for you to make a change, and the time is now. Regardless of if you feel like you're ready for it or not, you have to change the way that you are approaching this relationship. You actually really do care about this person, and you enjoy how happy they make you, how free and light you feel when you are around them. But then you be doing things to jeopardize that by not speaking up and saying what is really on your chest. Gemini. What is on your chest? Yep. A lot of cards came out, but also what came out is the Queen of Swords, and it is really time for you guys to start exercising your throat chakra. I feel like I be telling people all the time they need to exercise their throat chakra, and as someone with a Gemini placement, I definitely feel like that message is for me as well. Gemini, you need to be more vocal. You need to work on being a little bit more transparent about what it is that you're feeling. And it's okay. I know you are worried about looking like you care too much. When you're in a relationship, it is okay to care. It's actually quite important for your person to feel like they care. I feel like if you show your person that you do care and that there is a human that lives within that vessel, you will elicit different responses from them. They won't be like ready to walk away at every given moment. Like, they're ready to walk away because they feel like they're hitting a brick wall when it comes to you. And last month I said, you're accustomed to a certain kind of life, and someone's trying to come in and show you that you don't have to live that way anymore. You're still choosing to live that way. What do you do? Of course, this person's not gonna stick around forever. Gemini, fix it. That's all I'm gonna say. You guys need to fix it. So I have a new deck, and I said that I wasn't going to use it after Cancer, but I just figured, you know what? I am super into equality. I feel like everyone should have the same access to the materials, and this will actually be a good way for me to learn how to use these cards in my practice. This is the Living with a Feather Heart Oracle deck. It adopts the 42 ideals of Mott in daily life. And I think these cards are so beautiful. I just really appreciate the like simple, clean aesthetics of them. And I like how easy they are. Even though it doesn't look that way, I like how easy they are to shuffle. Okay? So, just want to know, what messages can we take away for Gemini. We have I am forgiving, which I think is actually a really good message to come out for Gemini. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to speak off of what I feel when I see these cards, and then I'm going to actually read what comes in this book. So going back to when I said that you heard something, I think this might not be for all. What you heard may have some merit of truth. Maybe there's something, maybe, you know, your partner said they were not at one place, but they actually were at that place. And they didn't tell you because they didn't want you to get upset. Because you would have gotten upset, because they can't just come to you and talk to you about certain things, because you will get upset. Okay? That's something that you need to work on, Gemini. You need to work on your anger issues. I think if you go to your partner and you have a conversation with them and you let them know, like, hey, this is why I've been acting this way, because I'm hurt, because I heard that you were chilling with that person and I didn't like that because you said you weren't going to do it again. And when I asked you what you were doing, you lied to me and you didn't tell me, okay? So your partner could have been untruthful to you because they are afraid of how it is that you are going to react. And they're going to explain all of this to you. And you are going to have to exercise forgiveness. Are you ready to do that, though? Do you think that you've got what it takes to, I don't want to say be that big-hearted, but to forgive? I know Geminis can hold a grudge. I know Geminis never forget. Especially when they perceive themselves to be somebody who is very open and very honest and forthcoming. You're not always open and you're not always honest, you're not always forthcoming, but you perceive yourself that way. And when you feel like especially when you feel like you've been open with somebody and then they kind of stab you in the back, it's over, period. But you're going to have to exercise some forgiveness. You're going to have to dig deep. Gemini, are you ready for it? So I am forgiving. Honestly, there's a word here that I'm just not familiar with. It is a Hawaiian word, so I'm going to take my time with it. So it says ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono, I hope I'm saying that right, is an ancient Hawaiian practice which is believed to have been passed down through oral tradition from sage wisdom keepers of days gone by. The practice posits that in actively seeking forgiveness for transgressions, the spirit is healed, the gods are pleased, and balance is restored in family, friendship, and unity. The word ho'oponopono is loosely interpreted as mental cleansing, family conferences in which relationships were set right. Ho'oponopono, through prayer, discussion, confession, repentance, and mutual restitution and forgiveness. In a modern iteration of this ancient medicine, Dr. Hugh Len, there's a first name there and I don't want to butcher it. It starts with an I. But Dr. Hugh Len devised the concept of self-identity through Ho'oponopono, which has updated the ritual into a simple yet powerful exercise. By stating, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, to the person from whom you seek forgiveness, you simultaneously forgive and heal yourself. This act of awareness can serve as a reminder to embody the ideal of I am forgiving through the understanding that each encounter is but a looking glass for peering into your soul's reflection. Love the reflection, and the reflection will love you back. Condemn the reflection, and you may not like what you see. Forgive perceived imperfections and wrongdoing, as a heavy heart serves no one but the denser spirits of the underworld. In divine architecture of experience, perhaps there are no mistakes, only lessons. To maintain a sense of divine harmony, remember to embody the ideal of forgiveness through tenderness, mercy, humility, and gratitude. Keep a feather heart by forgiving and letting go of the density of anger and judgment. A scale is best balanced with light and love. So that was great. That was great. I really like the part where it says, keep a feather hurt by forgiving and letting go. And before I read this, I was talking about you potentially having to forgive somebody in your life, Gemini. Being angry does not serve anyone but the denser spirits, as this book says. It doesn't serve you, it doesn't serve the person that you are upset with, and there is no resolve when you choose to hold on to anger. And I love the fact that this book mentioned the fact that through this Hawaiian practice, they do prayer, discussion, confession, repentance, mutual restitution, and forgiveness. This is where needing to speak up for yourself and say what is really on your mind comes into play. This is the part where you have to have a discussion with this person, and you have to let this person know, hey, you upset me. This is how I feel. I didn't like that you did that. And you have to allow room for that person to also say, well, you did this as well. Granted, I don't really recommend that that is how you go about having a conversation in which you apologize and ask for forgiveness. I feel like if you are watching for Gemini and you have done something that may have upset Gemini, let Gemini have a room to speak and really listen. Don't listen with the anticipation of responding. Listen to understand. Hear what they're saying. Hear that they upset you, or hear that you've upset them, and really think about how you did that and how you're not going to do that. Tell them that you love them, that you're sorry, ask for forgiveness, and thank them. Okay? Practice that. And then Gemini, if you're the one that was out here, you know, hiding some shit and finally decided to speak up and say, you know, well, X, Y, and Z is what happened. When you do that, you have to be willing to listen to the person on the other side who's receiving that message. Listen to how you've hurt them. Listen to how you've upset them. Accept responsibility. Tell them how you care about them. Apologize and ask for forgiveness. I love this. I actually really like this book. Okay, Gemini, that is your reading. I will see you in September. Bye.